Today, we are going to be walking through the PTO submission process, accepting and rejecting those PTO requests, as well as PTO reporting, so accessing or viewing those balances, and even making manual updates if needed for administrators. So first things first, we are going to take a look at Submit PTO Request under the time clock menu. As an administrator, you can submit a PTO request on behalf of your users. So you can change this drop down here. And there are two components within this screen. So you have a multi-shift request. This would likely be used for something like a vacation. So you can enter the start date and the end date for the time period that you're requesting off. Once you hit Find Shifts, the system will populate any shifts that you have scheduled during that time, and you can go ahead and check all of those boxes and then submit the request. Now, a single shift request would be used for a sick day, maybe an appointment. So for this type of request, you enter in the starting dates and times and those end dates and times. Depending on the PTO types or PTO banks that we track within the system, your users will have options here to choose from to indicate the type of PTO request. So we're going to put a sick day here, enter in comments, and go ahead and submit that request. So once a request is submitted, you should receive a confirmation message. The top left here, the screen or the program automatically brings you to the PTO report to view that pending request. So as an administrator, you have the ability to accept or reject those requests. So we're going to go ahead and hit go here to accept Ken's request. And the system has found a conflicting shift, meaning that Ken was scheduled already during this time. So the system is asking if we would like to go ahead and remove Ken from this shift so that that shift can be opened back up for other users to bid on it. So I'm going to check that box here. If I wanted to send out a notification to my cleared users and allow them or notify them that a shift has just become available, I can check this box here to get that notification sent out. I'm going to go ahead and hit sign off here to take Ken off of his shift. So we've accepted his request. The schedule is now open. I'm going to hop into the weekly spreadsheet here. So we have the PTO section of the schedule turned on. If this is something that is not turned on for you and you would like it to be, just let us know. So we can see that Ken was scheduled on Thursday here. His shift is opened and he has been moved down to the bottom, indicating that he is off that day. Now, as an administrator, you have access to the PTO Balances report. The PTO Balances report is going to give you a full picture look at all of your users and all of their balances. So current balance, any scheduled PTO, and any pending PTO. The PTO report that we saw just a minute ago is going to show you all requests. So anything recent or pending is going to default to the top. I can adjust this date range here to see past requests. And then over to the right here, clicking the filter icon, you can filter several things within this report to find exactly what you're looking for. Now, another place to view the PTO balances is within user management under the administration menu. So you can click into a profile by selecting that user ID. And at the very bottom of each profile is a paid time off balances section. So this section of the profile shows the starting balance for each PTO bank, the used balance or hours, and then the current balance. If you needed to make manual adjustments, you could simply click Update PTO and then adjust the balances here within the boxes. If you do make any changes, make sure to hit Update or Update and Close to save those changes. Now, the last area within eSchedule that you can view PTO balances is the time card. So this is optional. This is something that we can display for your basic users, or this is something that we can hide. This box here under the time card displays only current balances. If you have any questions about the PTO submission process, or if you're interested in having eSchedule track your PTO accruals, just let us know.